Hi traders, welcome to the live webinar here in Prague. Chris and Nenad right here. Thank you so much for joining. We're very excited about this live Q&A webinar. We don't have this that often that we're like talking to you directly. We're more like hidden behind our charts, analyzing waves, technical stuff, price action. So it's cool to see you, or you see us, I guess, this directly live. We're looking forward to that. Nenad, especially here in Prague. Special visit for the weekend.
Yes, finally meeting with Chris. And of course, I was there like a year, 2 years ago. And now we are actually going to celebrate our award together with our team here. There are a couple of us who work together heavily promoting our stuff. And we will actually go out today. We will enjoy Prague. We will enjoy everything. And really, guys, we are very we are not surprised, but we might say we didn't expect a win by so huge margin. Actually, the last result that we received for Forex Street was that we won with 8 out of 10 votes. So 8 out of 10 votes for us is really something. And I need to say that we are really honored and we thank you for your support. It really means a lot to us. You know, guys, it's not everything about the money. Something is, something is personal satisfaction. And this award actually made us personally satisfied to actually have something that is not easy to get. We can get pips, we can get money, we can get good setups, but this is something that we both work together. And without your help, we wouldn't have any award. So again, I'm very excited to get this award. And I need to say that, okay, last year I met, that was also another award, but this is who we are. Last year I won the award for the best podcast and it was great. But actually I even enjoy more and Chris, because we are traders, we trade, we are giving you setups. We are doing something that is not very easy with all these things, setups, trading stuff. So we are very excited that we actually won the first award that made us something in the field special. And we are traders. So we won the best award for actually trading, right? The analysis is directly connected to trading. So really excited to be with Chris. And here in Prague, the weather is great. Everything is great. We don't have big cold here. So I think that we are really going to enjoy these next few days.
Definitely. How's the sound, by the way, guys and girls? Do you hear us fine?
I hope that the sound is fine. Should be fine.
Just let us know if maybe we should get closer, otherwise not sure if the distance is good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all those congrats. Okay, perfect. Really appreciate that. And of course, for all your votes and, all the connections and reaching out, we appreciate that as well. We really enjoy working with you, with traders, with, building with the community something more than our own results. We ourselves learn a lot. Our analysis it really pushes our trading to the next level too. Definitely something we enjoy a lot. This is something that we want to keep doing. So expect more from 2018, definitely.
Yeah, you can really expect more in 2018. We are going to have a lot of good promotion. You will see we already have some great ideas. Our marketing manager, our friend, is helping us a lot also to work on all these ideas. So you will see a lot of surprises. We are going to actively be involved in MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 indicators. Also, we will be doing even more analysis, even more education, and even more trading. So you might expect a lot of positive surprises in 2018. It's not just about getting the right tools. It's about that all these tools that we will make for you will be something special, something that is very unique in Forex and CFD trading. So we are working heavily on that, and we can promise you that you will be delivered the best content in 2018. Definitely the best content that we can think of, because this is what we are. A lot of people ask me, do you only do this for the money? And I always say, no, it's not just for the money. This is who I am. When I started doing these kind of business or this business on Forex Factory 2011, 2012, I was doing it not for the money. And that is where my nickname Tarantula actually originates from Forex Factory. So it gives me a personal satisfaction to see that all of you here today and people who will be watching this webinar are actually getting success in Forex trading. The statistics say that 90% of people actually lose money in Forex, but we know that 95% of you who trade with us are actually profitable, and we will make you more profitable. That is what I can promise. You just need to keep on following us, following our advices, our leads, our money management advices, our trading opportunities. And when you do that, trading will become your second home. You will actually be dreaming of price action as I dream. For example, 3-4 days ago, I had a dream about GBP dollar spike. And actually, it was so realistic, and it was like I made like 2,000-3,000 in a single spike. So basically, why I'm telling you this, because when you're so involved into price action, you start to dream about it. And that means that you are on your next step to success. Because when you dream something, it means that you can make it true. That is what I know of, and it makes me very, very happy.
I had a dream about spike pricing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but this was very positive.
Yeah.
It was not like the spike was actually killing us. It
was a positive spike. It was like in our favor.
Yeah, it was in our favor.
Yeah,
I was also a bit surprised how Australian dollar yen turned out a day or 2 days ago. Actually, I did expect some 30-40 pips, but then when I saw that it was like 70 pips for 1 day, it was really maybe that was one of my dreams. But unfortunately, I didn't trade it with a full risk. I usually go with low risk, but we could have made really a lot of money on that single trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically what I'm going to tell you also is, guys, that you can actually, if you want, of course, if you need it, you can also ask us for some MetaTrader 5 indicators that will be announced very soon. We already worked on some MetaTrader 5 indicators. So if you trade on MetaTrader 5, you will be also able to get it. Our elite currency MACD indicator, for example, it's also ready for the MT5. So that will be one of the surprises we have for you. So you will be able to get it. If you need it, of course, you just need to send us an email.
Yes, definitely. We enjoy working with you guys. I mean, we enjoy building a trading community and making traders better. So that's also why we would like to hear from you. If you have any particular ideas that you think could help you, we gladly hear from you. Reach out to us. Let us know what could be better or what kind of tool might help your trading. We love to get feedback from you. Use the email or contact form or Skype if you're on Skype, etc.
Yes, for example, Elite Currency Viz tool. That is very unique tool in the market, and we think that you should really use it heavily, especially with Chris SWAT setups, because it's very appropriate for swing trading. And if you think that you can use it and something is not clear regarding this tool, you can always ask us questions. So we are always ready to hear from you, because we wouldn't be here without you. And you need to know that we really appreciate it a lot. So we are not some traders who are hiding behind PCs, behind computers. They post setups, analysis, and you never hear from them. Everything that we do transparently. So everything is transparent. Our wins, our losses, our pip count, possible pip count, everything is transparent. You can always see our full results. We are not hiding from anywhere. So whatever you need, whatever is not clear, you can always talk to us. You can always express your concerns, your feelings, your fears, your hopes, whatever. We are here to listen to you. And in 2018, you can expect even more from us. Sometimes, it's very hard for us to reply to every single of your questions. Because, for example, when we are trading live, when we are doing ecs.LIVE setups, we trade it also. For example, if we give you a long on euro-dollar, it's not like we don't care, because we are also putting the same long on our accounts. And we need to be focused. We need to follow what price does. And sometimes if you have a question and we are not able to answer, that is because we want to manage the trade successfully for you. So we need to be focused. Trading is not like open a position and forget about it. Especially when you trade intraday, you need to protect your profits. You need to be in the price action. Without it, price might reverse and you might lose. That is why from time to time, you don't hear much from us. You just hear setup. Okay, buy euro dollar, put stop loss there, manage your trade this way, but that is because we care about you and we cannot be focused on other things during trading. But have in mind that we are really listening to your feedback. So every mail that you send to us, every comment that you make, we read and we take it into consideration.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of my let's say struggles I have with live at certain points is when there's a swing setup, and swing setups just tend to have like ups and downs, and you just get these drawdowns sometimes that the price goes against your position. And I just know that there are traders out there who are worried, who just are maybe having difficulties seeing through that trade. So just keep in mind that sometimes trades take time with swing setups. So just have patience, take low risk, and try to build, with live, try to build kind of a track record first with that low risk, so you can see through the long term. So that's kind of sometimes my concerns with basically the analysis that we send and the setups. Our setups is that be patient with the follow through. Then it's a little bit faster. His setups typically like a few hours.
Yeah, a few hours because it's intraday trading. And basically, when we compare Chris SWAT and my Camarilla MACD, you have a compatible systems. Chris is doing 4-hour trading. I do intraday trading. A lot of my setups are meant to be traded on 15-minute time frame. And when you trade faster time frames, you're actually, guys, trading momentum. Chris is not trading momentum. Chris is trading swing. So for a lot of traders, it's like swing trading is more relaxed. You open a position and you let it go.
You need to have patience.
Yeah, you need to have patience.
It's very important to have patience. I'm more worried about traders that don't realize that you need patience. So, if you think that you don't have much patience, maybe better to go with shorter time frame trades.
Yeah, that's right. Camarilla MACD, guys, it's like you're making a trade now and you can close it maybe in 10 minutes. We don't know. A lot of times traders actually ask me, Nenad, you're so fast with trade management. For example, yesterday, you remember, I gave you Euro-Yen trade, but I didn't know that after 5 minutes, it will get to 20, 25 pips of profit. When I saw that we made 25 pips and there was important resistance on intraday, I said, okay, now it's time to scale out. Now, I know, for me, on Chris, it's not a problem to scale out because usually our trades are more than 0.10 lots. We have bigger accounts, so we can go with 0.20, 0.30, 0.50, one full lot. But if you trade, let's say, on 0.10, I can tell you, okay, you need to open the account that can close 0.05. So actually, you cannot trade ECN account with scaling out if you have 0.10 because the least amount is 0.10. You cannot scale out. You need to have 0.20 position. But if you have the account that lets you to close mini lots like 0.05, then you can scale out and just see what works for you. For example, for me, scaling out is great. Maybe if you don't want to scale out, you can put stop loss to break even and then ride a free ride to maybe 40, 50 pips of profit. Then you might feel, you need to do whatever you want with your account. When I say scale out, that is what I do on my own account. But you don't need to listen to me. If you want to let it go, then you need to put stop loss to break even, +1, your entry position +1 pip, and then see if that will make you profits. Sometimes it will get you to 40 pips, but sometimes the price might reverse and hit you. You will not lose anything, but you will not also earn anything. So, the point is we can always trade the same system and 100 of you will have 100 different results because of money management. That is why some people tell me, Nenad, I made like 5,000 dollars. There was our trader from US and he sent me an email 2-3 days ago and he said that he already made like $5,000. Okay, it's great, but He's doing his own trade management. We are doing our own trade management. I have a track record on my FX book. I will share it also with you. You know, I like to trade also with smaller accounts. And for me, I have big account, I have small account. But why do I trade small accounts? Because it gives me into the core of price action. I enjoy when I make 2,000 euros out of 200 euros. You know, it's like a small investment that I can afford to lose. But when I make 10 times out of that investment, I'm not just because of money. It makes me proud. And I want to show traders that you can also trade with small accounts and make good profits. And once you make 5,000 out of 200, then you start doing the real money management. Then you need to take very low risk. You can use compounding. That is what we will also show you in 2018, how to use compounding. Because when you start compounding, you're actually making an investment for the future. And we are also now preparing a new compounding spreadsheet that will just elite currency traders get. And that will be our present from us to you. So new, very new branded compounding spreadsheet where you can actually write down your trades and follow your progress. So you will be able to make money on existing money. So you will be adding profits to profits. We will also have a special webinar dedicated to compounding. So some of traders actually ask us to do that. And of course, we are making your wishes come true. So we will be doing that also. And you will get that, of course, compounding spreadsheet for free normally.
Yeah, there are a lot of good things coming up.
Yeah, and for free. Yeah. Some will have huge discounts and some will be also presents for you.
Definitely. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Wiz is one of them. And some of you already know that new Wiz tool will have alerts, a lot of good functions that are extra, so easier to see the levels. So I think that next week we're going to have a webinar on that with the ecs.LIVE members, and we're going to show you how to use that. So very excited about that. I mean, 2017 Elite Currency went through a lot of developments. We had new website overhaul, new visuals, and start package.
Yes, not systems. Now we are having also our good friend who is expert in marketing, and he's always there helping us. He is leading through our marketing. He is an expert in this industry. He's been working for like almost 10 years in the industry. He knows a lot about Forex, CFD trading, and he's doing huge things for us. Guys, we cannot do it alone. It's normal. And we are already preparing some great stuff. Let's call it loyalty program, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Loyalty program for our
Trader Club.
Trader Club, yeah. Yes. That will be the name of Trader Club. Yeah, and that will be a very big surprise for you. So just think about it. It's currently in testing phase. And when it's ready to roll, we will announce it. And yeah, Leroy is asking, can you repeat what you said? You said huge discounts. Yes, guys, we will be having great, huge discounts for you, especially regarding Camarilla MACD and SWAT.
Well, so, actually, until the end of February,
yeah,
we have 10%
discount yeah.
As a thank you for the votes, confidence. And for those that are part of the Traders Club, actually, it can go up to 25%. That's going to be valid till the end of February. Right?
Yeah.
So it's part of the announcement, actually, of the award winning. So you can check out the newest announcement on the website.
And check our video too. Yeah, we also did. Chris and I did a video for Forex Street. You can check it on their website. You can also check our profiles on Facebook. You will see there were a lot of winners.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are also a lot of winners in different categories, and everyone did their own video. And Chris and I actually were thinking, should we do always the same video, like we are sitting and the background is our trading monitors, trading room? So we decided not to go with that idea. We actually recorded the video totally relaxed. I recorded the video just in front of the lake, and Chris was actually, he was sitting in a big tower there in the lobby, and you can check the video. I think you might like it. And you can say how it compares to also other winners. I think that we were also unique from the part of the videos too.
Yeah, we want to thank not only, of course, the voters and everyone who's following us and checking out our analysis, but also people who have helped us, Mislav, Ahmed and
Hubert
with analysis. You can check out that on the website. You know, we want to build a trading community in as wider degree than just us. So
it's not just us, guys. It's like we are having traders from US. Yeah, Kelvin, John. Also, I think that there are a few traders from Canada, so from Europe, from United Arabian Emirates. So a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people, and that is what we like, really. We want to connect whole world because this is a global project. This is not just we are doing this for 100 or 200 traders. This is a global project. We want to bring as much traders as we can to trade with us because this is who we are. You need to understand this. We are not selling cars. We are not selling houses. I don't know how to do it. I'm not into that business. This is what we know. The only thing, I have a friend, a good friend from Croatia, and he's always making jokes and he's always saying, Nenad, do you do anything except trading? Do you know to do anything except trading? And I said, yeah, I know, of course, basic things, of course, in what I'm good for. I do sports. I'm a big sports fan, but I'm not, I'm not a housemaster. I don't know how to build a house. I don't know how to fix a car. That is not my job. That is why I'm paying. That I'm paying to people to fix my car, right? I mean, but this is who I am, and this is what I do. And actually, I'm totally specialized in this, and it will never change. You will not see me selling a car or building up a house. No, you will not. I am not that kind of person. I don't know how to do it. This is who I am. This is who we are, and 100%, as long as we live, as long as we are healthy, we will be here. That is what we can promise to you. And I think that, Chris, you agree with me.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is it, guys.
The house would crumble.
Exactly. This is it. When I started doing this on Forex Factory, I knew that this will be a long journey. And when I made my nickname, Tarantula, people were asking me, Nenad, how long are you planning to stay on Forex Factory? How long you will be trader? And I actually got in love in Forex trading. 2010, 11, that is when I actually found out who am I, what is this what I want to do, and this is what I am. My story is interesting, guys. When I started to trade, I need to hide from my boss because then in 2010 and 11, I was working at the office. It was like, connected job. I was working for a hedge fund, and my job was to find clients who will actually invest in a hedge fund. Okay, and I was doing, marketing stuff. I was trying to find clients to explain what hedge fund is, but I was actually involved in trading. And when my boss enters the room, I press this window button so he cannot see what I was doing. And I was trading, guys, 24/5. That was my trading. Every day, every single day, I was staring at the charts. I was studying price action. It was like 2008. Yes, I was actually starting to trade live 2010 on live account. So basically 10 years, from that. And 2 years of hiding from my boss, hiding from everyone, just to master the price action. And I said to myself, Nenad, you will do it. And now here it is, 2018. Chris and I won the award. Basically, guys, traders recognize our dedication. It's not just we are doing analysis because we love this. This is complete dedication to this, what we do. And we will never run away from you. You need to know that. We are not like I know there are other people who are actually selling stuff and then simply they disappear. You don't know who they are, what happened to them. No, it won't gonna happen. That is what we can promise.
Connected to your starting story, there was a question from Felix who asked, I would like to know how you two met each other and how the idea for ECS developed. So Nenad and I met each other through Agro Markets.
Yes,
right?
2000
started webinars. 2012, 5-6 years ago, we started to have webinars together. And we met each other. That was online, of course. So we met each other 2 years later, I think.
Yeah, first time it was 2 years later. First we met actually during this webinar. We had a a friend also in Admiral Markets who was the head of marketing department, Nikita, and he actually connected us. And I remember the time I asked Nikita, who is that guy who I will be working on together with webinars? Does he know English? Fine, because it was hard for me to work with someone who doesn't know English. I didn't know Chris, and he said, "Oh, don't worry, you will see. He knows his English. He's a native speaker." And I said, "Oh, great!" And that was my first contact with Chris. And soon after, maybe a year of doing mutual webinars, I said, "Okay, I think that we really need to meet each other because we are getting close." And we are not just trader partners, we are big friends. So, Chris is like friend, real friend to me. And we decided to actually start the ECS project back in maybe 2014. But, we had our resources, we were short on time, actually. So we couldn't have done it only ourselves. And honestly, guys, ECS was basically, we did it together, but Chris was doing a whole job for Elite Currency. I was very, very short on time, and Chris was actually posting it, Chris was leading it, and I said, okay, we should actually expand our team, and we need to contact our guy from marketing, our friend who might help us. And then we started to expand, and now he's actually leading our marketing. He's preparing all the stuff. We are doing this, what we are the best, guys, in trading, in these ideas, whatever. But marketing stuff, we have also our good friend who is doing that for us, and we are very proud of our team.
That's why it's a little bit easier to do things
live. It wouldn't be the same without him.
We set up SWAT and ChemXD.
Yes, ChemXD. Yeah,
definitely. And there's some more questions. Oh yeah, let's see. From Mattia, right? Yeah.
Mattia. Mm-hmm.
And we have some questions actually in the chat as well. We'll get to them soon. First question: do you use the forecasted highs and lows? I myself don't, but I know traders that really like the forecasted highs and lows. They're based on some combination of daily highs and lows. I don't know. It's not something. It's more for intraday trading, not for swing trading. But you can use it for these kind of things like stop losses and take profits. Indeed. Second question: what parts of the year you assume to be better in trading live, and what will be the worst? I think there shouldn't be too much difference in the period of time. I think summer maybe could be a bit slower, just like the holidays. But actually, during the holidays with the live, we had one of the highest win records actually. Yeah, so. It depends how you qualify better. In terms of win rate, it was great. We had less, number of setups during those times. So
yeah, I mean, there is no strict time. For example, you can always trade a good setup if it shows up. For example, during summer, there will still be trading opportunities, but you won't be making like 4 or 5 trades per day. Maybe we will make 1 or 2 trades, give you profits. Instead of maybe 80 pips of profit, we can go for 20, 25 pips and take the rest out. We will see, depending on volatility. We don't know how volatility will be. So the answer is there is no good or right time. Sometimes when it's not time to trade, it will be our job as always to tell you guys, wait, be patient. And when time comes, we will trade. Sometimes not having a setup actually equals to being profitable. So, why should we actually make a trade if there is no need for that? So when there is a time, there will be maybe a few days when we make less than usual, but not now. Now is the time to trade, and I expect this volatility to actually until maybe August or something like that. Then in August we will have less setups, but we will still be trading some of those setups.
Then the next question is
just regarding these highs and lows. I have, for example, in my database the indicator for forecasted highs and lows. But you don't need to use it. You can use just our ECS ATR indicator, because the ATR indicator gives you the forecast of highs and lows based on the average true range of last 14 days. So feel free to use it. I mean, if you don't have it, just send us an email and we will share it with you.
Next question about ecs.LIVE. When you say we have a setup buy or sell in a certain price range, and the price has already moved away from that zone, would you buy away from that zone, or would you wait for price to retreat to that zone? So with swing setups, I mean, if it's very close, like a few pips, I think it's fine. If it's more than a few, it's probably for swing setups better to wait for a little bit of retracement. Typically, you will get the retracement, I think, unless of course price has already hit the first target. In that case, it's not a time to re-enter anymore because the setup has already, has been already kind of executed in a way that entry and target has been hit. So then it's off limits. You can, if you're in that trade, you can still manage it to hit the second target, or you can move a trail stop loss, but it's not a time to re-enter. So with SWAT swing setups, it's really about the first target until the first target is, or if we indicate in the Telegram channel, like we are moving the trail stop loss, then that also would be typically time maybe would be a bit more careful with entries. But until those moments, then entries are fine, but wait for price to get back roughly to the zone, because otherwise your reward to risk ratio is going to be out of whack. So yeah.
Yeah, the good question actually, and I wanted also to share it with you. For example, how I do it. Let's say that our entry zone is 1.20. Okay, doesn't matter which pair, just for example. And I say usually 10 pip buffer, so it would be like 1990 to 1.20. So it's like 10 pip, right? How I do it? Let's say that the price hit 1.20, and I decided to go with 0.3 lots. So I will not be opening 0.3 lots initially. I will be opening 0.15 lots. And if the price retraces back in the zone 1.19, 90, 95, I will add that remainder of 0.15. So basically, I will be having two positions, 0.15 at 1.20 and 0.15 at 1.1990, let's say, or 1992. That way, I'm ensuring to that my profits will exponentially rise. I will not move my stop loss. I'm always keeping my stop loss the same. But if I make, if the price goes into profits, so I will be having two positions, 0.15, 1992, and 0.20, and 1.20, so 0.15. And both orders will go exponentially higher in profit if they go in profit. That is what I do. The answer is sometimes if the price doesn't hit exact to the people. Let's say yesterday we had, I think it was a euro-yen trade. Basically, it came 2 or 3 pips close to entry. You can open an order, but do it with a smaller lot size. And if the price retraces, then just add the remainder of position. But you need to know how much you're willing to risk. If you are willing to risk 0.5 lots, let's say that is your risk, then you need to divide it. Enter with 0.20 and add more when price retraces a bit. But do not move your stop loss. And you will just get a hang on it. Just try to do a little bit of practice with this, what I'm saying. Now, maybe you will ask, okay, but then we will not be making full profits. Guys, it's not just about profits. It's about learning to read the price. Sometimes you will have the chance to open 3 separate positions because price retraced. Sometimes it will automatically go into profit, so you won't be able to trade it anymore. But have in mind that we will be always protecting our profits on Kerkez MACD, because intraday price action requires a lot of attention, because in a minute it can change. It's intraday. It's not like, intra-week. With SWAT it's easier. With Kerkez MACD you need to protect your profits. And for example, if we are having 2 positions in profit, then you just close one part of position and let the rest run, like putting your stop loss to break even +1 and let it go, because you are securing your profit and you are letting your winner run. I think it's pretty much straightforward.
All right, and last question before we move on to Leroy's question is, what are benefits for counting pips instead of real money in our money management when actually we trade for money and not for pips? So I think my opinion on that is that I think the most useful is indeed to count reward to risk ratios. That's why we add it. I think that most traders only look at pips, but indeed I think that pips itself doesn't mean everything, right? Positive pips is good, but the reward to risk ratio is useful to see because that gives you an idea like, okay, you risk 1%. but you made 1.5 in R2R, that means you won 1.5. Whereas if you might win 10 pips, but if you risk 60 pip stop loss, it's not so much.
Yeah, and also, Chris, I mean, this is a good question, but I know what are benefits of counting pips. Okay, for example, I have also very big account, keeping it with Arno Markets. And guys, for that account, it's enough for me to make 10 pips. For example, if I put 5 lots, and my account allows me to put 5 lots on a single trade, and still have like 2% of risk. So if I put 5 lots, for me, for money, if it's just for the money, 10 pips is more than enough per day. I don't need to count.
But that's why we have R2R in our.
Yes, that is why we have it.
We have it in our sheet. Actually, for me, R2R is more important than pips.
Exactly. I mean, guys, it's all.
So I agree with Mate actually that we only add pips is because most traders are interested in it.
Yes, most traders do not trade with 5 lots. They trade with 0.10. So basically, they need to make 30, 40 pips, not just 10 pips. Right?
So they want to have this info, so we add it for their info. For me, indeed, I agree with Matai. R2R is more important, but we just added for everyone. I mean, actually, I can add those stats.
Yeah, you can add, but you need to know, guys, there are different types of traders. We are not all the same. There are traders who are not interested in placing 5 lots on trade because they trade with small accounts, right? So they want to make 30, 40 pips per day.
Not sure if you see that actually.
Yeah, I think something.
Yeah, let me use green maybe.
Yeah, and now actually we see it like mirrored here. You see, you're writing 7, but it's actually it's mirrored.
We should have practiced this. Yeah, that's very good.
Chris was always good in maths.
No, that didn't work out. We'll stop this experiment. In any case, it's about 74%.
I think 74%. Yeah.
And for those that want to know about pips, it is almost 7,500 since mid-October. And for those who are interested in reward to risk, it is 165, using 1% risk. So yeah, those are the stats from live in those 4 months, 16 weeks. So we can we'll make an update again. We have made updates in the past showing those stats. I think soon we'll do one again. We got another question here from Leroy. I don't really understand that SWAT. Since you both are here, could you suggest and both tell them what you think is best if you ever have the funds to join one of them? All right. What do you do? Most people buy SWAT. Okay, so there's a little bit of a difference there, indeed. Well, basically, SWAT is about patterns. It's about wave analysis. It's about simplifying the wave patterns to trade waves without really knowing the waves intensively. We do add how you can become better elite wave analysts, but it's not a must. So it is, SWAT is about, it's a course and there's software. But I think that the difference is that with CAMACD, it's more of a precise trading system. Whereas with SWAT, you're looking at an idea, kind of like a guide, how you can analyze price, the path of least resistance, and we give tools how you can trade it. But with CAMACD, it is more precise for intraday trading. It is, maybe, well, Nenad, I'll leave it up to the Nenad.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's momentum-based method, and it has some indicators that we needed to code ourselves. You need to know that whenever you invest something, you expect that investment to return. So basically, we are not coders, and we needed to pay to our people who actually are coding those indicators. We needed to pay some sort of money. Previously, we tested indicators, then we paid for that. So there is a bigger price difference. Also, you need to know that every single of the indicators on Camarilla MACD is custom indicator. First of all, Camarilla MACD dashboard, ECS MACD, ECS ATR now. Then you have this reversal candle indicator. Then you have, everything is totally customized, especially Camarilla itself. So when you do something like that, you need to protect also your brand. And Camarilla MACD is something that I've been working on for the last 6-7 years. And when you brand something, when you pay for something to code for you, you need to have some sort of a price. That is why I actually divided Camarilla MACD into different modules. So you can trade counter trend, trend, breakouts, and scalping with Camarilla MACD. And if you're feeling like you're paying too much for a whole system, you can always divide it. So let's say buy a module for Camarilla MACD trend trading. You need to know that, well, maybe 80% of my trades are based on trend. And very often you will see also CTT, it's counter trend. You know, it's mixed. I cannot differentiate except for saying, okay, guys, those are two modules. Because when price is going in a single direction, you have a trend. But when you have the exhaustion, for example, Fridays are days when you make counter trend trades. You cannot make trend trades during Fridays because of profit taking. So, you know, you need to differentiate between various approaches. And that is why there is a difference. If SWAT, let's say, had modules as Camarilla MACD, the price for SWAT would also be higher than the current price. But with Camarilla MACD, you have 4, 5 different modules, and I'm working on London Open Advanced. It's LOA module that will be released soon, and it will be strictly used for London Open trading. So, you know, it's different approach. You will not trade anything except London Open with LOA, and we will leave the rest, of course, to Camarilla MACD, MTF, and CTT.
Yeah, that's the main difference really. With CamMACD, indeed, you have five different ways of trading systems. In fact, SWAT is one trading system, so that's the main difference. SWAT also has ECS branded indicators, so from that point of view, there's no difference. Both have courses, both have software. The main difference is indeed you got like multiple systems, but the good thing is Nenad already explained, like you can also go for the individual CamMACD modules as well, indeed. So yes, so yeah, it depends on what type of trading you're looking for. I think with if you have any doubts, you can always reach out to us. We can have a conversation with you and see, depending on certain factors, which module or style could fit you better. I think it's probably the best if you have some doubts, just reach out to us and we'll have a quick, short discussion, and see what fits you better.
Yes. So if you want swing trades, then SWAT is the right choice. If you want active intraday setups like 3 to 4, then
SWAT it's a system. It's a method you can use for all time frames. With live, we do use it for swing setups at this moment, indeed. But you can use it for all time frames. It depends, I guess, what type of indicators you want to use and stuff like that too. And
Ignacio is saying hi from Chile. So Ignacio is from South America. Great. All around the world, as I said. Hi from Chile. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Idris is asking, I'm using dollar index as a guide to trade euro dollar. May I know dollar index dollar index following euro dollar, or euro dollar is following dollar index? Well, everything is following dollar index. You need to know. So basically, usually when dollar is going up, euro will go conversely. Euro will drop because euro dollar will drop because dollar is going up. So most of those currencies are based on dollar index. So if you're watching dollar index, then you need to know that it's the main thing. But it's tricky because of that intermarket correlation. I don't think that you should specifically follow dollar index only for euro dollar trades, because sometimes you will see that euro. We don't have euro index, right? I mean, we don't follow it that closely. But if European zone is expanding, it doesn't strictly need to be the dollar index is rising. Then euro will rise and conversely dollar will drop. So I think that all of these intermarket correlations, I don't follow dollar index at all, if I might say it. Purely from technical trading, I might say that euro dollar is a ranging pair. It follows dollar, but it also follows euro. So if you see good news for eurozone, well, it doesn't mean that dollar index will drop because of that. It just means that euro dollar will go up because it's also euro. It's not just dollar. So my answer is yes, everything is following dollar index, but not necessarily regarding euro dollar.
All right. Any other questions? I think we went through all of them. If you're not, feel free to repeat that. We basically, very excited. Huh?
Yeah, and what are expectations also? We might say about our expectations in 2018.
Regarding the market,
regarding our meetings, future meetings, we will be joining possibly the conference in Amsterdam in July. There will be a big conference for trading in Amsterdam, so we are going to probably to join a traders community. Also, we are going to visit Italy and Croatia and Slovenia soon. I think Chris is gonna have his mini holiday also in Italy. I think my next stop will be Vienna. I think I'll go to Vienna next week. And we'll be traveling a lot. We are also thinking about maybe having a seminar somewhere in Europe. That is also our general idea, but we will see how it will turn out. So maybe in Amsterdam or something. I don't know. We will see. Yeah, so we would like, if anything happens like that, we will of course invite you to come and join, so you can also talk to us directly. Also, what about? I think that there were some few traders who asked about cryptos. Should we trade cryptos, CFD on cryptos?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I need to tell you, of course, yes, but we still need to see the volatility generally in cryptos, and we still need to see that all of our trades that are following CFD on cryptos are executed on the right time. So one of the reasons why we are staying away now from cryptos is because some of the orders are not executed instantly, and that is what we need to actually, because when you press buy or sell, you need to wait now for the price to actually open for you. And we had some problems in the past, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will happen in 2018. We expect that those markets will be more regulated and volatility will actually be normal. It won't be that volatile as it is now.
I think you got some Camarilla questions there.
For Nicholas.
For reversal on H4, L4.
Let me see. I'm Nicholas from Singapore, and I just started trading Forex recently. I'm currently following you guys on Twitter and using Camarilla to trade M30, M15, and 5 charts. Would using Camarilla ideal to new traders like me? Well, Nicholas, I might say yes, but you need to know that Camarilla MACD is a system that is completely unique. It uses Camarilla pivot points, but it doesn't use a traditional Camarilla like floor traders did it. Because originally Camarilla was founded by floor traders who traded naked Camarillas. And I don't trade naked. I use few indicators to help me out finding possible entries, points of confluence, and so on. So basically, I might say yes, Camarillas are ideal to every type of trader, new trader, experienced trader. But how I do it, it's not a standard teaching. It's not like you will find that information on the internet, because I use it in Camarilla MACD system. So it's good, but you need to, the best is that you follow our Elite Currency Live Telegram messages. So when you see that I post a setup, you need to know that it's actively based on my Camarilla MACD. So you're basically trading Camarilla MACD, not naked Camarillas. But for you as a new trader, of course, it's ideal. I mean, it's like
there's one more Camarilla question, by the way, from Michal. By the way.
From Michael. I have a short question about Camarilla. For a reversal on H4, ML4, and ML3 are strong resistance. Michael, for reversal trades, you need to watch best are weekly L3 and weekly H3, because price usually when it hits weekly H3 and weekly L3, it will reverse. Usually 80% of the time, it will reverse during the same day. And you need to know the first rejection is always the most profitable. Also, monthly L4 and monthly L3 are also very strong levels, because those are monthly levels. But it's always best to watch for reversal pattern before you open a trade. But yes, of course, first weekly L3, weekly H3, then you can go with monthly levels. For daily levels, daily H5 is very strong. Daily H5 and daily L5.
Okay, we got 5 more questions here in Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, I think more for you, when you decide to get out, is it based on lower time frames, 5, 50-minute chart?
Not necessarily. When I decide to get out, it's purely based on Camarillas. So when I see that price is trying to hit the level, but simply because of resistance, it cannot go higher or lower, then it's a trader's thing. It's my experience. Then I say, okay, now is the time to scale out, because if I make 20-25 pips, you need to know that for intraday trading, price can go maybe more depending on pair, but generally it will go maybe 30 more pips and that's it, because you're trading intraday, right? You need to watch the ATR, especially if you 50-60 pips is ATR. You cannot have more than 60 pips. So when it comes to 50%, like 25 pips, and I see that the price cannot break it, I say scale out, and then I scale out and put the rest of the trade to break even. So the answer to the question, I only watch Camarillas, strictly Camarillas. I don't watch lower time frames. I don't care. I only care about the price. And if the price is hitting my Camarilla, then if I see it cannot move further, then I decide to exit, scale out. I mean, maybe we can actually use some light here. Let's test some light, because I'm seeing some noise here. Okay, now it's much better. Yeah.
Alrighty. Another question from me. When I say in Telegram, use a trail stop loss, refer to use the MetaTrader trading stop? If yes, how many pips in the correct setup? So I'm not talking about indeed the MetaTrader trading stop feature. That's not what I mean. It's specifically the option that you can either go for a take profit and or use a trading stop loss that we use, and we will actually give that info in the Telegram channel. So it's just like a style that we've developed that we will give you info about in the channel, which level we use. It's not a feature from MT4 we use. So we look at the chart. It always depends on how price action is going, and then depending on the development, we will then give that level what we think is the best trail stop loss for the moment. So I think for the moment, it's, exits is really depends on your trading psychology too. If you're not sure, I think a mix is good. Go for a bit of take profit, get some profit into the pocket, and then maybe let the rest run for a bigger push up. That's probably the best. But if you have a specific preference for TPs, like you just like to get out with the full profit, that's fine too. That's why we indicate both styles, and we update both styles. I'm talking specifically now about SWAT swing, of course. Another question for me, do you believe there is extended wave 5s in Forex? Definitely. You got extended wave 3s, wave 1, wave 5. You will see that on all 3 wave formations, patterns, and it's definitely something you will see. It's just like an extra kind of push within that wave 5 definitely occurs. And 2 more, let's see. On triggering buy sell, do you use stop buy sell order or market? So we use more market.
Yeah, market orders more, because especially Camarilla MACD, it's based on momentum. So you need to use market orders. Sometimes you will be using, let's say, pending orders, but if we do it, it needs to be executed basically next few hours. But I prefer market orders. That is why you need really to pay attention to Telegram, because when I say buy sell, it's happening. So you need to be fast. You need to press buy or sell, and try to do it as I do. Just open first half your position. Do not go with full risk on that first position. And if the price retraces a little bit back in the zone, you add more of risk. And generally, guys, I mean, it depends how big your account is. For example, on low accounts, you need to use bigger risk, right? If your account is very low. But if your account can handle, nice money with 1% of risk, I always recommend to do with, let's say, for experienced traders, 1 to 2% of risk, and with less experience, 0.5%. Sometimes I'm specific to and say, because of big news, like we had euro-dollar trade and we lost a trade a few days ago on euro-dollar because I opened it before the news, but I used 0.5% of risk, and I stated it in Telegram. So sometimes when you see the trade is risky or might be risky because of the news, then just use lower risk. It doesn't matter. We lost 30 pips, but it was like 15 normal pips because of the half of the risk. And then we actually made it up with a later Australian dollar yen trade. That was not risky. It's only specific. When I say use lower risk, it means the trade is risky. When I don't say anything, it means that you can go with your full risk. Maybe it's 1.5, 2%, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And one more ecsLIVE is to show you the roadmap. Very much so, I agree. How do you decide about trade setups, basically? Are there different strategies? So this is something we explain in SWAT and live too. In live, you get access to the SWAT course too. And basically, indeed, the ecsLIVE market structure show you kind of like where interesting setups could occur. They show you how price might behave in that path of least resistance, as I call it. So for setups, you're looking for where in that path is there a good kind of opportunity? Is there a probability of the setup going your way? And is there a good reward to risk ratio? So you're kind of analyzing that. And we use tools indeed like moving averages, like trend lines with our own SWAT indicators, oscillators. So that's something we explain there.
Now, this question is Zlatko. Yeah, Zlatko, our trader from Croatia, I think. Does anyone else has a problem with the Telegram channel? I mean, there is often no sound for messages. The only solution that I saw was on Telegram website. I don't know. I mean, there are some guidelines how you can check the sound.
I get a sound.
Yes, I also get a sound notifications here on my mobile phone. But you know, guys, I mean, maybe I'm using this Samsung S8. It's Android. Maybe for iPhone is different. I don't know really. I think if any problem there is with sound, you need. Yeah, you can actually ask Telegram support or our support. Yeah, you can send the message to our support. Yeah, and people who actually know more than we, they will actually help you out. Because I have the sound. Honestly, guys, I will say just an off topic. I used 2 years. I was a heavy iPhone user, and honestly, I wasn't very happy with the iPhone. First, there were some programs that didn't work quite correctly. Then there was some delay in messages. For example, when I opened MetaTrader on iPhone, there was some delay, like price was late. I don't know, something weird happened. Also, my iPhone was shutting off when there is -5 or -1 Celsius degree outside. My iPhone was just shutting off itself. There was some problem with the battery. I don't know. And I heard that a lot of users had the same problem. And then I again switched to Android. I don't know, maybe there are some problems, with technical stuff because, iPhone is more related to US. And for Europe, I think Android is better. That is my experience. So you might try both to see. And if anything happens with Telegram, guys, it's like, it will be solved. Okay, use our support. There are a few guys who know maybe more than we do. They will reply. Or if there anything is you need urgent, then just try to visit Telegram website. Or maybe try Android if you're using iPhone or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you see, Mikhail says that he has an iPhone. It's okay. A little more attention and solve. Vibration alert. Yeah, ready saying maybe you can use vibration alert. I don't know. Try to do it. I mean, for me, it's okay. I have these messages, but guys, I usually use Telegram to send you the setups. I don't actually read the messages from Telegram except giving you setups. That is why I use Telegram. I don't use it for other stuff.
I guess that's about it.
Oh well, yeah.
An hour flew by.
It is an hour. Yeah,
we hope
minutes
that we gave you some background information that is useful for you.
Yeah.
Don't forget the discounts, valid till end of February. And if you, by the way, join the Traders Club in February, but you get activated later on, that's fine too. So just know that. And we're looking forward to this Traders Club new idea.
Yeah, Traders Club, guys. Just wait and be patient, and you will see our new project, Traders Club. You will enjoy it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
One of big surprises that we actually have in 2018, we will expand our business. We will expand the whole view with you traders, and that Traders Club, that is something that you will really enjoy, I'm sure.
New tools coming out.
New tools also, yeah. And new Wiz.
New Wiz
also,
coming.
yeah. New Wiz coming soon, yeah. Also, a few indicators more for MT5. You need to know that, and maybe I can tell it now, but or maybe we should wait. One special moving average that we are actually developing, you will see, is based on how moving average and few more algorithms that also will help you in your trading decisions. For example, on Camerla MACD, we will be using that possibly very soon. So for all traders who are still having problems maybe with finding best entries, this moving average, a special moving average, should help you out. Of course, it will be the free update to all Camerla MACD traders.
Yep. So we're looking forward to more analysis, more setups with live, and more free analysis on our website as well, of course. Thank you so much for all your votes and joining this webinar. Thank you for all those congratulations.
And we wouldn't dare be guys without you. We really think so.
Ignacio is asking for pictures in Telegram. We got to do that.
For pictures in Telegram. Yeah, we will send some pictures, of course. And Mattia, Marco, where is beer for cheers? Yeah, we don't have beer actually here, but now we will go to drinks. Good Czech
coming
beer.
Up indeed.
Yeah, it's coming up. We will drink
Czech
some
beer.
Czech beer is the best, guys. I mean, yeah, definitely one of the best. Yeah,
I think the best.
Yeah, Chris is a native Czech, so of course.
I'm biased though, so
I prefer rakia. Just kidding. Yeah, I will, definitely we will celebrate, guys, and we will be celebrating together with you because we will be thinking of you, all of you. You just need to know that. So I think that everything was fine, Chris. Yeah. Now we can go. Actually, we can go out.
Time for a drink.
Time for a drink, guys. Thank you again. We wish you a great weekend, and we are going back to our training business on Monday. So until Monday, we wish you a great weekend. Enjoy it, and let's celebrate together.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Talk to you soon.
Bye.